Hello, welcome back to my channel with your favorite psychic medium, Danny Binoy. For those that are new here, welcome. For those that aren't new here, hey again. So, as you can tell from the cover photo, the title, this is the reading for Chelley Bissainthe. I looked up 2 to 3 different sites of how to pronounce that correctly, so I hope I did pronounce it correctly, but this is for Chelley Bissainthe, and this is her psychic update reading, just like the one I did for Alandria. So if you were wondering what is a Alandria reading, I did do a Alandria reading about 7 to 8 months ago, and a lot of predictions from there are still rolling out, so go ahead and check that out. But this is her personal reading, and for those of you that love Alandria too and want to look into her, you can go check out my other video on that I posted last week. So before we get into reading, hello, my name is Danny Binoy. I am a psychic medium. I do have a website where you can book a reading with me at www.danielleclock.com. If you love my psychic reading so much, like my Psychic Rap Girl series, a lot of other series I've done, go ahead and book a reading for yourself. Why not get in some insight for you? If I can get it right about folks, and I'm not even channeling that deeply, just public things, imagine I could channel for you with your permission. Alright, so let's get right into it. I'm going to use playing cards to shuffle. Have not bought any gold or new ones yet. Alright y'all, let's get to shuffling some cards just to see what comes out for Chelley. Let's see. Can we please get insight on Chelley Bissainthe? What's to come in the near future? A psychic update on what's to come out publicly. And like I gave for the Alandria reading, please don't come in these comments being weird and being nasty. If you do not like a person, you do not have to watch anything pertaining to them. So, first card we got is the 8 of Spades, which very interesting. Let's see what else comes out. Queen of Clubs, Queen of Fire. Queen of Hearts, 2 of Hearts. I'm going to explain what the cards mean in just a second. 9 of Spades, and a Joker, with an 8 of Clubs at the bottom. Alright. So what we're going to start seeing is, coming out the villa, there was like a huge hate train for Chelley, which came out the villa. So a lot of things online, like her barely posting, and all these things relate to that. Like, I don't know, if anything I post and people read way too far into it, like, I could post, I love roses. Oh, you're being shady. It's because so-and-so said that they wanted roses this day. They didn't get that. They got it yesterday. Weird. She's starting not to give a fuck anymore, and we're starting to see more of that, of just her just being like, that's loser behavior. You're really my sport, don't be a loser. Like, all these lives about me that are going on for 8 hours, it's loser behavior. 2 hours, first thing you wake up in the morning. And so 8 of Spades is going to be a lot more of her revealing her true feelings about that, because she's been staying silent hoping that it dies down, but we're almost a year later and there are people still breaking down what happened in Fiji from last year. And so with this Queen of Clubs, she is the Queen of Fire. A lot of the hate that has been coming her way, she's very good at transmuting energy, and that's all that's really been done. When you are someone who, and I can see her saying this, but when you're someone who walks in your truth, and when other people are saying, well, you're this, you're that, if you do walk in your truth, that would not shake you too much, because time tells the truth. Behaviors, character tells the truth. So I'm going into these rooms and everyone says, like, I'm such a pleasure to be around, I'm such an amazing person. What do I care about a person behind a screen who will never meet me in person? who will never be in the same room as me, working with me, you know. And so that is something that she's coming to terms with as the Queen of Fire. There's a lot of scars here, a lot of, I hope she's in therapy. And then we have this Queen of Hearts. And I think this goes with her music show. There's going to be a lot of feelings she's going to be able to pull from her audience and people. I can see it doing pretty well. What I'm seeing here is a lot of really good personal conversations. So we might see some really good guests come through, guests that are very unexpected, guests that want to show that there's a balance between everything. So we're going to see a lot of more emotional side from her, a lot more of the range of emotions that people act like Black women don't have when it comes to her. So we're going to see a lot of people there telling their childhood stories, connected with the music, describing what it meant to them. When's the first time they heard it, the first time they ever seen the music video, stuff like that. So I'm very curious to see how her show goes. I do see a watch. She might be paired with a high-end luxury jewelry company. She might get a lot more into jewelry. There might be a line attached to her with a jewelry company with this 9 of spades. Let's see, going up, down. She is having to learn a lot. She's going to be coming out speaking on it. Like, there's a lot I have to learn. There's a big learning curve I have to do. So I'm having to research, really dig into it, and really figure out how to hone my craft. You know, I believe she says she wants to do a lot more hosting, speaking, talk show hosting. That's a craft. That's a skill that you build over time. And with this Joker, you know, with the upside, there's a lot of new opportunities on the horizon for her. I do see fashion, I do see modeling, I do see like magazines. So we might see her coming up in more editorial issues, which is really exciting. The really cool thing here that Chelley is doing, and it's the same thing I can say for Alondra, they've really been spending time building their brand. Even with all the weird hate, all the weird things that have come their way, they've really been spending time building that brand, because they did come from one of the biggest seasons of Love Island. Contrary to what people think, no, a season cannot birth the biggest islander, you know, and not be like the biggest season. It just, how sway. So let's see what else is coming. Oops, sorry, hold on. I'm about to move the mic. It really sucks because this bottom toggle here just moves, and it's like I wasn't trying to move that. Try to be very careful. Alright. Sorry, I'm gonna sneeze. Let's see what else is coming from. But yeah, I see high-end jewelry. Maybe a new watch. It's like the snake watch. I keep seeing the snake watch wrapped around her wrist. So I don't know if that's gonna have to do anything. Maybe she's gonna be posing in fashion magazines, so it's going to be cataloging what she's wearing, how she's wearing it. Very, very curious to see how that plays out. Let's see hair. Hair is very important for her, like Serena, so we might see her and Serena be brand partners for a very big hairline, maybe Shea Moisture or something, or even Sacred, because I remember when I did a prediction about Serena hair care lines. But yes, so we might see them partner together, or, you know, I spoke on in a PPG video that I posted last year around the first season Beyond the Villa came out. I did say Serena's working on a big project. I did see that she was kind of hinting towards it. I do see her coming out with a hair care line of some sorts, so maybe Chelley is a brand ambassador for that. Maybe she'll be doing brand deals for her and that for Serena's business. So we'll see. I'm very curious and interested to see how like their partnership comes out, because I do see them both. I'm pulling some more cards. Let's see what's happening. 10 of Spades. Six of Hearts. 9 of Hearts. Ooh, I think there might be a genuinely confused brand coming. We'll see if she's willing to hold that close. But we have this 10 of Spades here. So we're going to see her probably do a very personal interview as she gets more on a press tour to promote this show. So she might get personal about mental health, about how she grew up, more things of just her background, and how music was something that saved her, how music was something that made her feel connected to herself, connected to the world, how it grounded her, how it reminded her, because everybody can have access to music in some type of way, right? You may not be able to go to the concert, we can hear it on the radio, so it makes you dream, it makes you feel these things. So we're going to see her really speak on the personalness of music to her. And throughout her show, speaking of emotions, we might see her sprinkle in just more insight on mental health. There might be a mental health partnership coming up. With Six of Hearts, yes, a lot of past love, and I'm not talking about Ace. Regard to the show, we might see, childhood photos or something. There might be just some personal aspects connected with the storytelling on the show that they're going to try to do as they discuss music. Nine of Hearts here, a lot of choices. Like with Alandra, I see for Chelley a lot of roads being open for her. Hold on. And she's going to discuss this. It's overwhelming with how many roles are being opened for people, and for her particularly. So her having to be very strategic, you don't want to say yes to everything, but you don't want to turn down an opportunity that you feel like would be the best for you. So how do we gauge that? How do we approach that? And I think a lot of what she's focused on is, how can I make sure that this is something that I make a lucrative opportunity for me. It has my likeness, my face. I'm not just like branding with it, like other brand partnerships. This is something I'm putting a lot of work into. So how can I get the EP credit? How can I get the credit on there? How can I make sure that I'm getting that return back? Then we have this Four of Spades. So, she's going to be discussing like building a new home, building home in there, being coveted. So maybe she discusses more of, or we see more of her friends and family around with her as she continues to grow. With this Ace of Spades at the bottom, a lot more talk opportunities. We might see her get more into a red carpet, doing interviews, hosting. It's a really good lead up. I'm seeing stairs, and the stairs are being built for her to walk up. So her and her team are taking a very different approach with how they're approaching projects, with how they're getting projects, which is very interesting because, no one size shoe fits all. Not everybody is going to have the same way of being able to have access to everything, but it does not mean we can't get it. So how can we get it? We gotta do these other things. We gotta take these other steps here and work towards that. And that's what we're seeing for Chelley, which is gonna be really amazing. Let's see. I'm gonna pull some more cards, and I'm gonna do the speed card round. We might see an uptick of people trying to throw hate on her show or something as it's coming up, because it might have a pretty viral trailer just with the guests are coming on, and so it might be people trying to complain, Queen of Clubs, Queen of Fire again. So again, when we see this hate, it's going to be transformative for her. It really sucks that she has to take on that type of hate and scrutiny. It's not like there is an overwhelming amount of love. There are fans there, but it's not there's an overwhelming amount of that in this, and it can like blast out the noise. Everything is kind of the same to her in the loudness, but she's learning to ignore it, learning to just speak her truths. Won't be holding that tongue no more. And the thing is, it's not even like she's gonna be mean. I don't think she's a mean person. Then we have this Two of Spades balance. Learning what to speak up about, what to hold cards back in. And she is going to discuss that. Like, there are people that just want me to speak out about everything that has nothing to do with me. Like, I didn't do anything, but you want me to speak on it because someone else did something, because I'm like their handler. And that's not what that is. It's actually misogynistic. So we have this Two of Spades. There's a balance. She's going to speak of what she feels is right to speak out on and what isn't. And, to her, the bigger picture things matter. Racism. actual bullying, harm done when it comes to speaking up and supporting others. Something that, she understands that cannot be misconstrued, because how can we construe that I do not stand by racism, anti-blackness as a black woman? There's nothing to misconstrue from that, So if you're wondering, like, oh, she's taking a Beyonce, no, she's learning what to speak out on and what to not, because sometimes at the end of the day, no matter what you do, it would never help the situation. People are going to go out of their way to misunderstand you. They're going to go out of their way to be confused. So why should I continue to try to panhandle to them, And so that is what we're seeing more of, just her discussing that. So we might see maybe an interview, her speaking about it online or something. So let's pull one more card. Can we get some more future insight on endeavors? Oh, we'll do that during the speed round. Okay. 3 of Hearts. 2 going up, 1 going down. Yes, there is going to be a lot of love shown to her. She's built a lot of great networking connections, and kind of like what I see for Landria, it's bigger than just like, oh, we're going to work on this project together. It's things that are being built together, like bridges. So I'm very curious to see what that looks like as she continues down her path. So we're going to do the speed rounds based on just pulling a card, give a prediction, pull a card. And a lot of my clients love this because it gives extra predictions, extra things, and it's real quick. And I won't be really giving much explanation if I'm not called to it. So let's do this. What are some future dating amazing things or things to come Chelley's way publicly to do with career, personal, whatever to come out publicly in lifestyle? Seeing her travel a lot more. We got the 5 of Spades. Yes, she's going to be discussing more of her mental health, other things that she went through just with Spencer's reality show, just in a different way, what the outcome of that has been like, and seeing that from the outcome of it. So she might end up going on a friend's podcast. I don't feel like bending over getting this fucking card, 2 of Diamonds, really good personal money things coming along. She is going and trying to figure out how can I balance all these lucrative opportunities. We're going to see her probably discussing more about finance. I think she was a Forex person. She was. She's going to be legit getting finance help from someone of finance in that background. That might be a cool little funny jokey joke for some people and for her, but she'll be getting it back because she got a brand deal with a finance company. So we'll see what that means. She might be talking about financial wellness, things of that nature. She's going to be touching a lot of things that are very close to her from her childhood. Very philanthropic, seeing charity. She might even open up her own charity. I didn't even pull a card for that, but that's just what I'm downloading. Open up her own charity to for those that are not able to get those things. 3 of Spades. She has a lot of spades, a lot of swords, a lot of talking. Yeah. Basically, because of her being quiet, it's just a lot of talking, showing what she's been working with. More. Yeah, we have 2 of Hearts. Really good things to come from emotion. So this music show might extend to more things. Some people might claim, oh, it's been kind of therapeutic. They might be telling more of her stories, DMing her. There might be a sector for fans to submit something and tell their story of how a certain artist or song connected to them. Excuse me. So we'll see what that looks like. Time comes. Oh, Jack of Hearts. We might see her be photoed with a very famous guy. Could be on a date or something. So we might see people trying to spin and discuss that. And I might push her in a different trajectory of being in other rooms, of being known. I don't know if she's dating this person. I don't know. I'm not going to look further into it. I just see it's Jack of Hearts. Jack of Hearts usually means there's some type of romantic connection there, or even a friendship, because, friendship is a relationship as well. But this will push her trajectory. It might make some people mad and try to blame it on that, but, tough. Let's see what else we can get from this deck. Yeah, 3 of clubs. We got some fire here. So a lot of networking, a lot of people that are probably going to be speaking out for her. Just friends that she's made in the industry or something that, fans come out of pocket in their comments and going to snap back. It's very interesting. What else can we get for her? Yeah, she likes to keep things very grounded and humble. Yeah, 6 of diamonds. We might hear of some past opportunities that she's passed over because it did not do well for the bigger picture of her. Opportunities that people might be shocked about, but that could come back around again, which is why it's a 6 of diamonds here, because no, money is good money, but does not mean that opportunity cannot come back around again, and that could be the best thing for you in that moment. And 7 of spades, lies exposed. She is going to be vindicated in some way about a lie or something that was pushed around about her. It could be a stupid ass fan mess or something, but we might see other people in the masses kind of be like, she wasn't the one. Or there could be an interview done by a specific person who is currently being given a restraining order. She came up in the other reading as well, who might try to throw salt on what these women have going on because their own life is a mess. Let's see what else. Oh, 8 of hearts. Yeah. So getting deeper, discussing some things just that hold dear close to them. Yeah, it's a lot more deeper that we're going to see her getting into with the 3 of diamonds at the bottom. Opportunities through other people through the networking that she's done. And let's pull one last one before I let y'all go. I gotta start work soon. King of clubs. Yeah. We had the Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Clubs that came out earlier. Queen of Fire. We have the King of Fire. Not taking any prisoners. She's going after what she wants, how she wants to. She can be actually very strategic, if anything, and we see any of her team speaking out. Like, actually, she's very strategic. She's very particular about how she wants things. This is probably why she takes the EP route, where she goes out of her way to make sure she's just picking up certain things, not all things. I see amazing lucrative opportunities. I keep seeing flashes of her in magazines, modeling, runway. We're gonna see her, and even Alandra again, back on the runways most likely as the summer comes up. And she might do something, host something with Love Island. Maybe she comes on for an After Sun special or something is what I'm seeing. But yeah, that's what I got for Chelley. I'm actually really excited about this, all that she has going on. She's very more in control about what she wants to present. Also, I do want to point out, she's also very, very well loved and protected. As I'm pulling for her, it's not hard to pull for her in the sense, but she is getting prayed over, protected over all the things, because the things I did get were very specific. It didn't really fully give me everything. I could feel something, not a bad way here, that's like, you get all the tea, just let them know it's being discussed, it's being talked about. I do want to say that. And energy is so funny, it's so interesting, but she's very well loved and protected. So that's why the hate keeps getting transmuted. Someone is, doing that for her. Someone's getting that work done for her. Someone's making sure that she is safe. Very spiritually protected. Also very spiritually gifted. I think that's the thing there as well. She's Haitian, Creole, but not Creole, sorry. Very protected. She's very protected. And so if you feel like, with the lingerie, it was just getting so much, some people's energy are very different. Some people's ancestors do not play. They let me do this reading, which is a good sign, but very funny. And this is why I only touch on public things. I don't like to try and get into people's deep personal business, because you don't know who is protecting somebody, watching over somebody. What the fuck they'll do to you when they think that you are somebody that is stepping into business that's not theirs. But yeah, that is what I got. Miss Chelley Bissainthe is very well loved and protected. She has amazing opportunities coming. I see a pile of coins of money, so they do want that to be known. Lots of traveling, lots of bigger brand traveling deals that will be coming up this summer. So really excited for her. Thank you so much for watching. You got up to this point. Let me know what you think. What do you feel? How do you feel about this reading? What are you excited to see from her show? Will you be watching? Catch y'all next time. Bye.